Hey, Nicole.
What's up, Anthony?
Did you know that you're a viral sensation?
I didn't.
Well,
How am I a viral sensation? Please do tell.
you're not, actually. But sort of.
Well, thank you for just starting this day off wonderfully.
You created a video for one of our clients that's got a lot of views.
What's it up to right now?
732,000.
Wow. Do you think it'll reach 1 million?
I don't think it'll reach
You don't think so?
No.
Is that the bar you think everybody tries to hit? The 1 million, and then you've made it, and then you're viral?
Define everybody.
Content creators, business owners, is that like the hope? 1 million views.
I think it'd be cool if you got 1 million views. But I don't know if everybody's like 1 million. I think for some people, I mean, listen, when we post a video from Eat Local, I'm happy if it gets like 20,000. So
20,000. I'm happy if Coast to Coast gets like 3,000.
you get videos. What's your one with Cafe Blue up to? That's up to a lot, right?
Almost 30,000, I want to say.
No, it's more than that.
I don't think so.
You sure?
It has a lot of shares.
Look it up.
All right.
We'll show the lemonade video in this as well.
This is what's happening right now.
Yeah, mine was my Instagram was season up last night also.
Instagram is mad that Threads is taking over.
Yeah, over 100 million users or something.
It's like, you know what? You guys going over to Threads now? Watch me glitch out.
Yeah, screw you guys.
Yeah, I'll show you.
I'll show you text-based platforms.
Throwing a temper tantrum. Yeah, 34.3.
Wow, I thought it was more than that. That's still great.
So, but the deal is there's almost 1,000 shares.
Yeah.
You know, lots of likes. The likes are in 1,400. Lots of shares.
What do you think is the most important part when you're looking at why a video gets more attention than another? Is it likes, is it comments, or is it shares?
Oh, that is a very heavy question. I think it is the engagement.
So likes or comments?
No, I don't think likes really matter. I think the views, I think the shares, and I think comments.
Well, what I'm saying is what gets more views? Likes, comments, or shares?
What do you mean what gets more views?
If you were going to say, okay, if I get 1,000 likes, I know I'm going to get 10,000 views. Or if I get 500 comments, I know I'm going to get 1,000 views.
I think it's the shares.
Yeah.
I think it's shares.
Yeah. So how do you create content that gets shared more often?
I think information, check out these top 10 this. This is what we ate when we went to
Parks and that.
Yeah, check out this list. Lists. We went here. I think themed things that you can save for later.
Yeah.
Think about what you would save. I would save things like, I want to travel here. Ashley sends me videos all the time in DMs on places she wants to go visit.
Yeah. I do that to Rebecca, too, and she immediately follows it up with, that's not going to happen. So
I just go, yeah, sure, let's do it.
I created a fake phone number in my phone that just says Rebecca, and so I send them to her.
Oh, my God.
And nobody responds.
You can send them to me.
I'll send them to you.
Okay.
Hey, this is where you and Ashley should travel sometime.
Yeah. Look at this romantic getaway you should go to in the Adirondacks that we won't go to. You should, though. Aw.
That's what happens when you have kids, people. Yeah, I would definitely say it shares are what is going to directly, correlate to more views. But like looking at this Mon Pa kettle corn one,
Yeah.
so they have 3,500 shares, which is a lot.
Yes.
It's a lot, definitely a lot. And actually, I don't know if this will show me that piece of information. I'm going to look up another. I sent you, you get the text I sent you last night?
It depends on what time it was.
Like 9. Damn. She got up to 12,000.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were circling his crotch at
No.
first.
All right, so our mutual friend and fellow Instagrammer, Alicia from the Syracuse Eating Club, I was going on everybody's Instagram account last night to look and see what their Beef Buddy stuff has done. And
Scoping it out.
so Alicia posted this video. It's a reel, and it says, I found the best bang for your buck in New York State. I don't think that's accurate, but whatever. It doesn't need to be accurate to get views.
There you go.
So, but it's a video on this barbecue place. Doesn't get a hell of a lot of attention. It's like up north.
Like
by
a little
an hour.
gem.
Yeah.
Right?
Her video's got 77,000 views, which is a lot. It's definitely her most, I believe. More than what I have on Instagram for my biggest video. But it's got 3,100 shares.
Yeah. So that's information. People are like, hey, check this place out.
Yeah.
I think about the effort that it takes when you're talking about the world of social media and effort. What's like the least amount of effort is to just scroll past something, right? That's like takes nothing.
Right.
Everybody's doing that. Then I think the second most amount of effort is a like. You got to take a split second to like double tap it or whatever.
Yeah.
Then commenting and sharing, I think that it's super intentional when you go, oh, I think so-and-so would love this. There's a lot of effort and thought put into like when you want to share something. Like that's, I think, in terms of weight of effort.
All right, I feel really stupid right now.
Okay.
So as you were saying that, what I was thinking about what you're saying and
Yeah.
thinking about how that translates to a video and talking about sharing videos with our spouses.
Yeah.
Like, people want to be known for, hey, did you see this funny video? Right? Like, I'm in text groups with my brothers and cousins. We share, like, funny videos on TikTok and memes and that kind of stuff all the time.
Like you were the one to find the funny video?
Right.
That's okay. Not the creator of it, but you were like, hey, I found this
Yeah.
really hilarious video and I'm sharing with everybody.
Right.
Got it.
And those are the videos that have a ton of views.
Oh.
So if you think that way going into making a video, is this going to be a video that someone is going to share with their spouse, with their friend group? Is this a video where it's like someone's going to feel proud that they shared this with their friends?
That's a good way to look at it. You'll get credit in the group
Right.
for being the one to find this video and sharing it and
Yeah.
putting them on to this
Yeah.
amazing thing.
Text your friends, hey, did you see this restaurant? We should all go there this weekend.
So it's like you found it.
Yeah.
So have the content that your friends want to share to go, hey, I found this.
But you and I have to create that content.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy. That's it. We found the solution. Let's just go. Let's end the podcast. Let's go.
I think, though, that is something, like, as creators, it's easy for us to say that it's not easy. I mean, we've been doing this together now for the last 7 months.
In theory,
and
it's easy.
We just had that epiphany. We've just been throwing darts at the fucking
And then
board.
it changes.
Yeah,
And then
right.
it might be like, who
Yeah.
cares about sharing things?
Well, the
in
one
2
thing,
months.
the one thing that's not ever going to change is good content is good content.
Correct.
And
That's subjective, though. What is good content? Is it the video production? Is it the storytelling? Is it the lighting?
the good content is the one that gets views. I was listening to, I forget whoever it was. I was listening to some like big Instagrammer or video creator, and the same question. Well, what is good content? And that's exactly what they said.
Yep.
Good content is the one that gets views.
And then we kind of just go as a circle, right? The good
Yeah.
content gets views. What's good content?
Right.
What gets the views?
I was just watching the new Mr. Beast video. Did you see it?
No.
So he basically did a bunch of explosions and crashing stuff. And one of the things, like the big hype part of the video was, I dug this massive pit and we're going to run this train into it. And so they dug this 100-foot deep pit
Okay.
that was like 5,000 feet, whatever it was.
Right.
They bought a train.
Perfect.
They ran the train off the train tracks into the pit. That was the video.
Okay.
They exploded a bunch of other stuff. They gave some guy like $90,000, whatever.
All right.
But I watched it yesterday, like a day and a half after it came out, and it had 48 million views. And I remember looking at that and thinking to myself, oh, that's not that much. Because some of his other stuff gets like 100 million, 200 million, whatever views. So,
Yeah.
anyways, I don't know what my point of that was.
Good
besides
content?
That little thing. Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to watch. So I think maybe why people watch that is like you're never going to see that anywhere else.
Yeah, you're never going to see it anywhere else. Yeah.
It's like the rubbernecking effect when people see accidents on the side of the road. They're like, we're
Right.
never going to get, that's like intense drama that we won't ever get to see really.
Yeah.
And so, crashing trains into holes, it's just really out there crazy stuff.
There's a podcaster. One of the other ways I think you get views is there's a podcaster. It's called the Iced Coffee Hour, Graham Stephan. They interview entrepreneurs, business owners, real estate people, content creators,
Okay.
Wide spectrum of people. And the one thing the main theme on every episode is essentially how you got started and how you made so much money. And
What is the show called?
the Iced Coffee Hour.
Iced Coffee Hour. Never heard of it.
And they talk a lot about like YouTube and podcasts and views and all that kind of stuff and how
Okay.
much money can be made with it. Where was I going with this?
Content creation, what's good content, Mr. Beast, drama, the things that we see that we won't normally get to see. What are they saying is like the thing that makes good content?
No.
All these entrepreneur people, they
I
ask them.
completely lost my train of
I
thought.
do that all the time. You have fog brain right now. You're sick. It's okay.
Yeah. What was
It'll
my
come
point?
back to you. It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me.
Well, whatever.
now.
It's views. It's yeah, it's trying to get views. I have no idea what I was thinking about today.
I really want to know.
I know. It's
I'm
gonna
very sad
drive
that
me
you can't
crazy.
remember.
And usually it's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
it clicks. Whatever.
No, you got foggy medicine
Oh,
brain right now.
I got it.
Oh, yes. Okay.
All right. So their podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They always do a thumbnail of like somebody looking like sad.
Okay.
Okay. Or it's like meet the, and it's like a negative title. So it's like meet the billionaire who took over a garbage dump. You know, whatever the case,
Okay.
right? Or
It's clickbait.
yeah, exactly. But
Okay.
it's like, yeah, so it's kind of like the podcast I posted with John Page, where it's like that was like a horrible conversation with John Page was what I titled it. I haven't looked to see
Yeah.
let's see if it worked. Let's take
I
a
mean,
look.
it's human nature, I think, to be attracted to those train wrecks, so to speak. How literal Mr. Beast was being.
Yeah.
Train wreck.
It got 71 views, which sucks, but it's probably, I'd say, a typical podcast, we get like 40 views on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, YouTube is tough. I don't like comparing us. You use Mr. Beast for a lot of examples, and I feel like this is actually a pretty interesting topic in my opinion. Is he worth looking at? Is he for us worth looking at and comparing ourselves to? Or is he like on another level where at this point he could literally just like, I don't know, do something so unfunny and unentertaining that he'd still get 20 million views?
I think it depends on what we're trying to do. I mean, as a foodie Instagrammer, no. Like, I don't think it's worth us trying to emulate Mr. Beast on every single video we put out there because it's completely different. Having said that, I wonder what Mr. Beast's content would look like if all he was doing is creating short form videos based around restaurants.
Oh, that's okay. I like that. I like using him as that kind of inspiration.
I
How
have-
would he translate it, right? Like, what would
Yeah.
Mr. Beast do in the food world?
I have a feeling he would probably do. We're gonna go in here and make over this entire restaurant for
Yeah,
this person.
because he's got the money. But how did he start? How did he start off? Did he have money?
No, I mean he was literally a kid. He was a middle schooler, high schooler that had a laptop with a shitty webcam and
Did he just
started
start doing
making videos.
pranky type videos? Like he
No.
did like wild and crazy. Because how did the money thing? He gave money away. I know Mr.
Yeah.
Beast originally as somebody who was doing cool things like giving people money.
He still does that in every video.
Right, but how did he start? Like I couldn't go out there and start doing that right now. I'd be able to give $5.
So what he said is, in some of his interviews, was in the early days he would say if he would get contacted by like a company to do like a brand deal, let's say they would like he did an early video was like he filled a above ground swimming pool with like 5 billion Orbeez, and so or whatever it was, and he was saying that like if he got a brand deal from somebody that said, hey, we'll give you $5,000 for this video, he would say if you double it, I'll give it to somebody. So if you give me 10,000, I'll give it away.
He's smart.
So
Yeah, he's just got like an entrepreneurial brain. It
Yeah.
feels like.
and so that's why he was saying, like he says today, like their videos, yeah, they might generate $4 million or $1 million,
Spending it though.
but they're spending
Yeah.
$2 million
Yeah.
on these videos. So,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about maybe like we've been talking about it a little bit. Maybe our content has to get doesn't have to get, but maybe a different piece of content for us is something silly like Taco Margarita Festival is coming up. A video could be we go up to somebody with a taco and it's like take this taco or double it and give it to the next person.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's
You
fun. Okay, I like this is a good topic. It's like what can we take from Mr. Beast? We're not going to be able to take all of his methods and strategies and
Yeah.
social media strategies because we don't have the millions of followers and the money that he does.
Right.
But how can we translate it to what we're doing? I like that. And then I think like taking social media strategies from big names. What other things could we do? Like
Yeah.
he's pretty consistent. That's one thing that like anybody can do.
Yeah, so I mean, content-wise, you should be consistent.
That's a big one, right? That's pretty.
Yeah, yeah, you should definitely be consistent, and whatever you're gonna do, just stick to it. And if it's the further out your videos are between each other, the better quality they should be. And then, so that's a big thing. I think looking at like Alicia's video, looking at like our Skinny Atlas video that isn't really performing the greatest. I mean, it's got 40,000 views, which is great.
Got some good engagement.
for sure, it's got great engagement, but we've picked up almost 1,000 followers in the past week, like half of a week because of it. So, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, so it has to be good. You have to be consistent. I think you have to post, depending on what type of an account you are, what type of content you're creating. Let's say you're us, you're another foodie. You need to be creating content that is like, here's 3 things to do here.
Yeah.
Here's 4 things I ate at Toss and
Lists.
Fire. Here's whatever. Those are the things that people are going to share. Here's the newest restaurant. Here's this.
Yep.
Thinking about, okay, I'm creating this video. What kind of a video is a group of friends going to pass around to each other? So I think that's it.
Lists. You should go here. You should try this, or this is funny. Or how about the content strategies that are literally just share this with somebody? You know what I mean? Like, have you ever seen those little cartoons?
Yeah.
Those little bunny cartoons. They don't say anything. They just like are cute and like come home from work and kiss each other. And like Ashley sends me those all the time.
Yeah.
Those are just super smart, little cute. Send this to the person you love type of videos, or
Right.
like tag somebody you'd want to go here with.
Yeah.
I follow Michael Does Disney,
Uh-huh.
and I kind of emulate him. I look at him in terms of his growth and how he got where he is, and he does that.
Yeah.
He recently hit millions of views. He never had a reel to reach like millions of views before, and it was obvious to me that he kept trying to recreate that same strategy, because then he did the same thing. Tag
Yeah.
a buddy you'd go to Disney World with, or
Right.
tag your friend that you'd want to go do this with. So he kind of kept doing that strategy.
Yeah. I don't think that works all the time.
It doesn't work all the time. I
And I
agree.
think if you do have to be a little careful, because it can work.
Yeah.
But you do have to be careful that then it's just like you're just doing it,
Yeah.
sort of a thing.
It seems kind of like, you're clinging on to that now. You're doing the same thing over and over again.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't work, and I'm not saying maybe there is somebody out there who it's going to work great for.
Yeah.
I think my first thought, first reaction is like, that's too much to do that in like every video.
Yeah. Or like the POVs. Point of view. You're
Yeah.
with your family at Disney
Right.
World today.
Yeah.
And it's like a day in the life of, right? It's like a quick, what did we do today?
I think it's easy for us to think of like this stuff, to like sit down and dissect these videos and
Yeah.
say what works, what doesn't. I think it's challenging when I think of a restaurant or business owner who's listening to this, who's thinking like, okay, well, what am I going to do? Constantly put out reels that's like 3 things to eat at my restaurant. Here's another 3 things to eat at my restaurant.
Yeah.
You could try that, like 3 things to eat on a Monday at Toss and Fire, whatever it is.
I think of the veterinary clinic. When you say what restaurant owners who are listening to this right now are going, what could I do? I think of that TikTok account of the veterinary clinic. They're not focusing on like their customers or the services they provide. They're doing little funny skits on a day in the life of.
Yeah.
And that funny stuff happens
Right.
in a kitchen at a restaurant.
Yes. Now, I'm just going to play devil's advocate for a second.
Okay.
I agree with you that that's good content. Their account
I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
We're doing that same thing, though, for Willow Rock right now to a certain extent.
Yep.
And while some of their videos have gotten like 15, 20,000 views, and there was a guy recently that commented, he was like, I've been watching your stuff. I can't wait to visit Syracuse and come check out your brewery. But for the most part, they're not doing well. They're not converting that into sales. So that's that's probably a whole nother podcast, views versus sales.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
before we wrap up, we do just want to give you some stats, and that is, what was the thing you said we looked up yesterday about a view?
It takes at least 3 seconds of watch time by the viewer to be considered a view. So when you're fast scrolling, if you don't pause for 3 seconds, it doesn't count as a view.
Right.
At least 3.
And we were joking about we're viral, because we also looked up, technically a viral video is anything over 3 million views. So while it is really impressive that video's got 750,000,
Dang, the bar has been set very high.
I know.
I don't like that.
we're not viral yet.
Jeez.
So, well, listen, if you're checking out the podcast here from Yummy Socials and you want help with your content, reach out to us. You can visit us online at yummysocials.com and also on Instagram at yummy.socials. I'm Anthony. That's
Nicole.
and we'll catch you the next episode.
Later.
Bye.